Okay, this is a video for everybody that has a little garden pond with fish, and you have your filter systems which are expensive and don't work, pain in the ass. This is something I came up with after a few years of trial and error. It works awesome. First, you have your waterfall pump. Let me see if I can get my polarized filter to cut through that glare. Well, you can see it somewhat. This is a 1,200 gallon a minute Beckel pump, Home Depot. I keep a filter. I keep the sponge filter on one half. The other half I leave with no filter on it. Then it has a 1-inch hose, which I gotta figure out a way to hide that better. Then it goes to a UV light to kill the plume algae. It does an awesome job. That's several years old. It was expensive when I bought it, but they're cheaper now. Then it goes up just into some 1-inch PVC. Okay, and it goes into this reservoir. Alright, I put a plant in there. This is a water iris. Put that in there. There's no filter cartridges or anything. This will grow algae on the walls. I don't know if you can see it in there. Well, there we go. It'll grow algae on the walls in there, and all the sediment from the fish, you know, the poop and stuff, will stay in here, especially with the plant. The roots get out. Then it just comes down, cycles back into the pond, and you have absolutely crystal clear water. The Waterfall, my original one was just a plywood thing with a plastic garbage bag lining it. It worked. This one here, what I did is I made a form, and I took the 2-part expanding foam, mixed it up, came up, you know, and it came into this design, or into the shape, and then I wrapped it in fiberglass mesh. Alright, and then I painted it with black plastic, it's that plastic roofing crap, just so it would look black. I don't know if you can see there, this part here is bowed. That's where the water stays like that. You can build this whole thing here for, probably around $50. You can have this water. You can build this waterfall. I put around it just treated wood on the sides. The top is some mahogany I had. I just did that for the heck of it. You know, I think it looks pretty good. But once you have the foam out of there, you know, you can do whatever you want. You know, you could put stones around it, however you like. But it keeps the filter here. You only have to, it's really at the beginning of the season, which this is here, where you have to get in there and clean out the filter cartridge, you know, on that side. And you got to get the leaves off of the side that doesn't have a cartridge on it. But once you're, you know, after a couple weeks of that, then it'll basically run all summer, and you don't have to touch a thing. And you'll have, you know, water's perfect. The koi love it. I mean, these koi here last year, they were brand new. They were about 2 inches long. we go about 2 years. The last batch of koi we had were about 18 or 20 inches long. We sold them, got new ones. This is our third batch here, because of course this is only a 120 gallon pond, and they grow really fast. And then for the algae on the walls in here, once we get into late June, early July, we get a couple of them planktonomous, the algae eaters, the tropical fish, and put them in there. And within a couple weeks, they have all the algae gone off the walls. And then they stay in there until the weather starts getting cold, and we pull them out and give them to the pet store. So they're like, you got to buy 2 a year. You could probably get away with 1. They're like $6 or $7, so it's really not that much of an investment. But anyway, so that's the design. If you want a simple, effective, clean pond, you can get the UV filters. Now you can pick them up, or the UV lights. You can pick them up quite inexpensive now. Probably the most expensive part is the pump, the Waterfall pump. I think that's $112 or something, but it's well worth it. Actually, that's the 4th one we used. The first 3 that we got from the Home Depot, you put them in there, it sounded like the pond was electrified. And then after a couple weeks, it just quit working. This 4th one here, finally, the manufacturer, when I called them, they had a new impeller system. So they sent this one, put it in, and you can't even hear it run now. So that's that. Got any questions? Ask. Like I say, simple to build. It'll save you a freaking ton of headache trying to keep your pond clean. So, all right. See ya.